Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to J.P.BBQ. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Today, I'm going to show you how to take care of your cutting board. In addition to that, I'm going to show you the new lineup that I got of cutting board that was sent to me by HaleyHome.com. You guys stay tuned. I'm going to show you my new cutting board. Check it out. Hey, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor. Right there in the corner, there's a little subscribe button. Click on that button. Also, click on that bell. That'll get you future notifications of upcoming videos. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching my channel. I appreciate you guys commenting down below, and I just appreciate my subscribers and my viewers. So, if you've seen this channel before, you're pretty familiar with this cutting board. This is my go-to cutting board that I use just about for everything. Everything from cutting vegetables to cutting cooked meats. And your cutting board, especially a wood cutting board, will take a beating. So this video is about taking care of your cutting board. All right. So normally the way I take care of my cutting board, after I've done used it, I give it a good cleaning, a good wipe through with just mild soap and dishwashing detergent. You want to keep away from any harsh chemicals on your cutting board, because you can actually, these cutting boards are put together and they got wood glue. So harsh, chemicals can put a dry and start drying out your wood, and maybe even seep into the glue, and then your board will fall apart and disintegrate. But anyway, this is my go-to cutting board, and I'm going to show you how I take care of it. But before I do that, I want to show you a new cutting board that I got. This cutting board was sent to me by HaleyHome.com, and it's an 18 by 24 cherry wood cutting board. And I'll put a link right here to it, and it'll be down in the description down below. And I've been to their website, and their website, they have a wide variety of different types of cutting boards, different types of woods. And the neat thing about this company, it's an American-based company, and they can customize your cutting board for you. So if you want your own logo or your own family crest or your own family design, they'll do it for you. And it's pretty nice to have your own cutting board with your own logo or family emblem on it. So here's how I take care of my cutting board. I always put a glove on, because cutting boards use a certain type of oil. They to help protect it from I don't know, what would you call it, from food penetrating into it. And it just protects the wood, and it protects anything from seeping into the wood. So I always start off first with a mineral oil. And what I have here, this mineral oil comes from Boo's Block. And, they're a pretty popular company. They also make cutting boards as well. And this is not a promotion for Boo's. This is just what I got, here at my house. Mineral oil. Oh, and you want to make sure that the mineral oil's got that food grade stamp of, certification, you can call it, that NSF. So what I do, I just put a layer of this mineral oil, and with the glove, just start pressing the oil into the wood. Okay. And it gets kind of messy, but the oil, what you want to do is just rub it back and forth into the grain, side by side, and just, if you have a reversible cutting board, do one side at a time, because you're going to get oil all over the place. Or maybe put some paper towels or, rags or something down. I'm outside on my outdoor kitchen island, so it's no big deal. So I've been kind of negligent with my my cutting board. This mineral oil has just, I don't know if you can tell, from the camera angle or not, but the wood has just absorbed all this mineral oil into it. You can tell on the outside edges where there's not much cutting being done that the oil is not getting absorbed in. But here in the middle, I'm right-handed, so the majority of my cutting is over on this side of the board. I mean, this oil just has got absorbed into the wood. So once you got that done, where you feel satisfied with the amount of oil that you put on it, just get you a little paper towel and just wipe off any excess oil that may be on there. The wood is a natural fiber that absorbs liquids and stuff like that. So this oil is getting absorbed into the grain of the wood. So after you're done with the mineral oil, you want to put what's called the board cream. And also, this board cream comes from Booz. And I'm going to put links to this stuff down in the description just in case, you want to go check it out. And, and again, you want to make sure that it's got that NSF stamp of approval on there. That's food grade quality. And this is a cream. And just kind of like what you did with the oil, put that board cream on there and start the same way. Start applying it into the grain. Now, the board cream is recommended that you leave it on overnight. So, I'm not going to do anything with this cutting board today, except what I'm doing with it now, giving a nice little massage and rub down. But tomorrow, I'm going to wipe off this excess cream and see what it looks like. All right, so let's talk about this Haley Home cutting board. Very nice cutting board. 18 inches by 24 inches. It's got my logo engraved right on it. And it looks like it's probably a good, at least an inch thick. Could be a little bit bigger than an inch, maybe 1.25 inches, and it's cherry wood. So one of the things that Aaron over at Haley Home, Aaron Kushner, I believe is his name, co-founder or maybe the founder of HaleyHome.com, he asked what kind of cutting board I wanted, and these were the options. And I said, yeah, sure, I'll take that one. And so I picked the 18 by 24 cherry wood cutting board and sent him by email my logo, and he had it engraved into the cutting board itself. Very nice cutting board. It's got some oomph to it, got some weight to it. It's got these nice channel, that was drilled or cut into the wood itself, and that helps to prevent any spillage out onto the surface, in case you're cutting any meats and they're nice and juicy, and it's like a trough. It catches it for you. So the first thing I did was give it a nice little wash over, and I noticed that the wood itself, the fibers started to stand up a little bit, and that's just because they're trying to absorb the moisture of the water, into it. So it's totally normal to, for that to happen. So the first thing I'm going to do, kind of like what I did with my other cutting board, is just put a layer of this mineral oil and work it into the wood, and that'll help start the protection process, of these nice cutting boards. And I'm gonna do the same thing, kind of like I did with the other one, just work the oil into the grain, into the wood, to start, to protect it. So I'll get this done, and I'll get it worked in there. So we're gonna get this oil wiped off. I got to just grab your little rag and start wiping this oil right off. And the next thing we're going to put on it is a layer of that board cream. There we go. And yeah, you can feel the fibers starting to relax a little bit. Sure, it's a good looking board. I'm kind of curious if I should maybe carry a few of these boards in inventory with my logo on it and see if anybody would buy some. If you're interested in one of these boards, let me know. If you're interested in one of these boards with my logo on it, definitely let me know. But if you're interested in one of these boards with your own logo or with your own family crest or family emblem on it, go visit HaleyHome.com. They got a lot of options on their website. All right, so got that mineral oil wiped off. And it's time to put the cream. There we go. And I don't know if I'm putting enough or putting a lot. I'm just putting some on there. This is the way I've always taken care of my boards. When I get around to taking care of them, usually, that other board, once it gets pretty bad, it's because it's once I get to it, it's, to do this process on it, it's because the board has gotten pretty bad. But as soon as you get a board, you should do this. You should wash it first and then get you some nice mineral oil that's food grade safe, and also get you the board cream and do this. Some people say if you use your board on a regular basis, and if you use your board at least every day, you should be doing this at least once a month. So I don't use my board, my regular cutting board every day. Maybe on the weekends I use it. My other boards that I have inside, I do use those every day. I cut everything on it, vegetables, you name it, meats, once the meats are cooked and stuff like that. But primarily I'm usually cutting, produce, vegetables. So, all right, well, this board, I about got the cream all rubbed into it. And I got to let this cream sit overnight and then wipe it off tomorrow. That'll give the cream enough time to get absorbed into the wood. And again, if you have a board that's reversible, make sure you do both sides. I don't plan on using the other side because, this side's got my good looking logo on there. Look at that, J.P.BBQ, perfecting slow smoked barbecue. That's awesome. Got my little pig emoji on it. So it's been 48 hours since I've applied this mineral oil and also this board cream to my cutting boards. It looks very, very nice. This board is nice and weathered, but after I applied these creams on it, it's like they've kind of restored themselves. So the only thing that's left to do with this cutting board, since this cutting board was, the one that was pretty weathered, the oil, let me tell you, it got absorbed into the wood big time. And as far as the board cream, it sucked it all in, which, I guess is good. So what you have to do is once you finish applying the cream, is just wipe it down, wipe it off. And let me tell you what it feels like. It feels like a waxy film on it. And keep in mind, this board cream is food safe. You want to make sure that any type of mineral oil or cream that you buy for your board, that it has that right there, that NSF brand of certification, goes to tell you that it's food safe. So this board here looks great, looks wonderful. You just wipe off any excess cream that may be on it, and it's not much. Look, you see the paper towel? There's not much left on it. This board just absorbed it or sucked it all in, which that's what you want. You get these edges, and this is one of my favorite boards. I like this board because it's nice and light, and I use it all the time. It's a very nice board. It's got this little trough line right here. I'm not sure if that's the right word for it, but anytime you're cutting any types of meats or things like that, prevents from it spilling onto your counter. So I'm gonna get this one wiped down, and we're gonna take a look at this new board that I got from HaleyHome.com. So here's the cutting board that I have. This is an 18 by 24 cherry wood cutting board. It's got my logo right here, and it's got some nice deep troughs as well. Very, very nice cutting board, handcrafted here in the United States, American-made product. And it don't get no better than that. HaleyHome.com. You guys make sure you go out there and visit them. I was just on their website, and right now, currently on their website, I think if you get any 2 cutting boards, and this is today, any 2 cutting boards that are personalized like this, you get 25% off. So that's a heck of a deal. And I'm going to put that link down below as well. And I'm going to put the link for HaleyHome.com right here on the screen. You guys make sure you go and visit their website and check out their cutting boards. They're very, very nice cutting boards. And the price is not bad either. For personalized cutting boards, these are definitely very nice. So let's go ahead and wipe this cream off and see how this cream this board has taken on this cream. But man, look at that. Very, very nice. I like it. I mean, very nice cutting board, and took on a very nice feel to it. So I kind of don't even want to use this cutting board. This cutting board is so nice looking. I feel like, this is like one of those that you break out on special occasions, and impress the friends and family. But anyhow, guys, this is what it looks like. That's my 18 by 24 cherry wood cutting board. It's probably about an inch thick. HaleyHome.com. You guys go out there and check them out. They got some good stuff, and they're running some specials right now. 2 cutting boards, personalized, 25% off. Don't forget that. I'm going to put the link down below. Make sure you use that link. Visit my website as well, jpbbq.com. That's where I sell my barbecue products. Things like that are, things that help support this channel. And I want to thank my patrons as well. My patrons. If you haven't been to my Patreon account, I'm going to link it right here also. Patreon.com, JP.BBQ, and it'll pop up right there as well. If you want to become a supporter of this channel, I would appreciate it. But besides that, guys, hold on a second. I got to thank my Patreons. I have Ben Lee, Maria Balderas, Sam Santos, Leticia Vallejo, and Billy Walsh. Okay, those are my Patreons that I have. If you want to jump on board and become a JP.BBQ fan, I would appreciate it. But besides that, I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a good one. I love y'all. Take care.